Hey everybody, welcome to the Dead Troop Podcast. I'm all alone tonight. My name's Jimmy. We're going to basically do something like this tonight. We're waiting on Dustin, so he's on a conference call. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to ask Jimmy stuff, and we're going to have a special guest. We're going to call Absolute Negan. Kind of roll it with that. Anybody have any questions for me or anything? Post them in the comments below. It's kind of weird talking to myself, so I'm gonna bring up Negan on here. Come on, Negan. What's going on?
What's going on, Jimmy?
Nothing much. I know this is gonna be kind of funny, guys, but we can ask Negan anything you want.
You
What's
better be
going on tonight?
careful. Be careful what you ask.
Yeah, I hear you, man. So how's it going down there?
Just bashing heads and taking half people's stuff. That's about all I'm doing.
I got you, man. It's kind of hard to do that. Take your bat though.
But what? Oh, how the hell did you get
Just saying.
Lucille, you son of a bitch?
Just saying.
You took my Lucille.
Yeah.
So what?
So how's your night going?
Going pretty good, just hanging out, doing Negan things. That's all I'd do is Negan things.
I guess so, man. Anybody watching the show tonight want to ask Negan a question, or me for that matter? Feel free. It's kind of doing our thing. Mr. Matt Storms over there. How you doing, Mr. Matt? Christy Stanford. How you doing, sweetheart? This is kind of a weird night. Of course, we're running late. Just trying to get everybody in the swing of things. Case can't be with us. He's in a kind of family situation tonight, and I'm by myself and Mr. Negan here.
Yes. I got a question for you, Jimmy.
What's going on?
What's that giant G behind your head?
That's Georgia, my friend.
Georgia? Georgia?
Georgia Bulldogs football team.
Oh, they have a football team? Didn't know that. Okay, well.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, well, now
I
I know.
you're. I thought you were from Where is Negan originally from anyway?
I can't really tell.
Can't really tell.
No,
Yeah.
can't tell anybody that.
Hey, Christy, how you doing?
Hey, Christy. How's it going? Peace from Negan.
So, if you want to ask me any questions, we can play Ask Jimmy questions tonight. By The Walking Dead, my life in general. I'll answer about anything you want. We can also ask Negan.
Yeah, ask away, folks.
Mr. Matt, I know you had plenty of questions. I see you all the time.
Yeah, half his stuff is mine.
Half his stuff is yours.
Yeah, you just give me all your shit, half of it.
I got you. I think he's got a Lucille too, though.
What? There's more than one?
Yeah, we made multiples.
Oh, you bastards. Oh.
Yeah.
So, what do you think's going to happen in the coming season? What the hell am I going to be doing?
Actually, I know we all kind of see what's coming. I know they're going to go to your backstory this year. They're going to do your wife and everything. Of course, I watched filming and put it on the podcast page.
I saw you. I saw you out there. I waved at you.
Yeah. Yep. Get twisted, Jimmy. I don't know. That's not a question, Mr. Matt. You got to ask me something better than that, buddy. Miss Christina Fernandez just come on.
Hello.
Come on. Hey, going on, guys? Sorry, I feel like I'm drowning here, but trying to make this work. Mr. Negan.
Yes.
What are you and your wife filmed the other day? Can you tell us?
Well, that's kind of confidential right now, but you saw most of it. But everybody's going to be surprised what they see. They're going to see how my life was before the apocalypse.
Yeah. I know they were getting in some of the story. I wonder if they're actually going to show how Lucille had cancer and everything. I think that'll be a good thing to bring in all the comic book curtails and stuff. How he actually lost his wife.
Yeah,
Why he named the bat Lucille. I wanted them to show all that good stuff. So
it'll
if they
be.
actually do, I think it'd be really good.
Yeah, don't miss next season because it's gonna rock with just me. Episodes are just about me.
Yeah, I got you. Also, there's a Facebook, not Facebook, but YouTube page. It's called the Duo Finds. They actually go around doing traveling and stuff and doing different tours.
Oh,
And
cool.
I was actually able to give them a tour, and I just talked to them the other day, and the guy's name Matt, of course. They're actually going to do a video basically following my tour.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
I don't exactly know what they're putting in it. I just know that we kind of had fun, did a lot of stuff with them. Hopefully, it airs. They said the first week of January, so I'm hoping it'll, kind of be there then.
If not, I'll go over there and make sure they air it.
I'm I'm pretty sure you would, Mr. Nigga.
So how long you been tour guiding and stuff like that?
I've been a tour guide off and on for about 8 years. I took a 2 year hiatus about a year and a half ago. Um, of course, Randy and Michelle ran the tour when I was gone.
Yeah.
Right as they retired, I came back in and took the tour back over. Jamie kind of called me back, asked me to do that, which I was happy to do. I kind of missed it. I miss all you guys. I miss the fans. That's why I started this podcast page. Um, you know, actually, the guys playing Negan tonight very well there, Miss Fernandez. You actually used to hang out with us. It's our showrunner himself, Mr. Kevin Warline.
I
Yep.
see now you gave it away.
Yep. But what he's doing is, what is it called? A deep fake?
Yeah.
What is that called? Yeah. So basically, you can take somebody else's face and superimpose it over your body, and you can do it pretty much anybody. Of course, it looks distorted with him because he's got a beard, so that kind of makes it kind of look different on Jumbles.
I'll get your other guest out for you.
I got you.
If I can see.
So he can be anybody. He can be Norman Reedus. He can be pretty much anything. It's a cool thing to do. So it's really interesting. Anybody have any questions for me besides Mr. Negan over here?
Hey, it's Norman. What's up?
Oh, Norman Reedus now. Oh my God.
What's going on, Jimmy? You want to go ride on my motorcycle with me?
I don't want to ride bitch, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll let you shoot my crossbow if you want. You can shoot it if you want.
You can put your crossbow away, Norman. I appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, that's what he's doing. It's basically a deep fake. You can basically do it. A lot of people did Donald Trump. A lot of people have done other stuff as well, but you can pretty much put anybody's face on your body. It will not be distorted if you have a beard. I mean, if you don't have a beard, but since he's got a beard, it's distorted. So it looks a little weird. Yeah, exactly, Matt. Yeah. Do you have any more questions for me, Mr. Norman? That was kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering, how many, like bullets and stuff, like artifacts have you found around the Escoffier mill and stuff like that? Because I've heard you tell stories of that before.
Just the feed mill, I found over, I want to say about 150 bullets just in that area where the governor was shooting. Of course, I found everything from the governor down to Martinez, the henchman, of course, Bowman, which played Travis Love. Yeah, pretty much. I've been around looking for stuff. The most interesting thing I've ever found over there was one of Merle's bullets. So it's inside the actual, gin itself.
That's cool.
Filming actually starts toward the end of February is what I'm hearing, Christina. I know that's what they're saying, but I truly don't know a date yet. I work at Esco Feed Mill. It's the home where Merle died, of course, Miss Fernandez.
It's a cool place.
And it's pretty cool.
How many episodes have they filmed around right in that little area?
Well, the majority of them is 2 episodes, Air on the Doorpost and Sorrowful Life. Air on the Doorpost is where the Governor Rick meets in the barn, and Sorrowful Life is where, of course, Merle dies. All that stuff goes on down there. Yeah, I know you know, honey. I appreciate the questions. I know Miss Barker's supposed to come down. She thinks she's bringing a brother to do a tour with me pretty soon.
Oh,
And I know I talked to her about that today, prices and everything wise. It's going to be kind of cool to do one for her since she watches the podcast all the time. It'd be kind of cool.
that'd be cool. Maybe she could jump on one of the shows or do a live with you. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Um, I know I talk about everybody else. I'm gonna kind of go over some of my history
Yeah.
with the show. So I started out around 2000. I want to say 13, 2013, somewhere around there. I went to the first night I actually went out. It was the night where they did the fight between Merle and Daryl in the arena. We got out there and they had smoke coming everywhere and they were firing to put down. This where Merle was escaping with Daryl. It was really cool to see that. Dustin is on a conference call with the camp. They're discussing what's going on tonight. I have no idea. I kind of help with them, but I'm not in that inner circle, as you want to call it. No, but that's what's going on with him tonight. But after that, I started going to filming. I was able to go over to watch the clear episode be filmed. From there, as Christina knows, it became a habit. I started doing it all the time. Yeah, I was down there with Kevin and all of us, and it was kind of fun. We went out. Christina was there, did a lot of stuff. Back then, the only people who were doing it was Kim, Rebecca, Dean Sedek,
Just a handful. That's a very
yeah, it was maybe 10 of us. And then when the big groups started coming in, as far as Mark Rosenthal's group and stuff like that, it became really kind of crazy. From there, after the clear episode actually aired, we heard they were redoing Morgan's apartment, so we went down there to take a tour of it before anybody else could, of course. And we kind of fell in line with them. We started doing tours ourselves, and it just became a thing. It was kind of fun to do. The good old days, yep.
Yeah, because I saw you at the death match filming, but I never talked to you until you guys were at Clear, or until down there in Grantville. That's the first time I talked to you. It was then.
Yeah, we were standing there that night, and keep in mind we didn't really know a whole lot. Yeah, you're right. Christina, Christina, the Miss Cindy Sumner was there too all the time. She's around me so much I forget to even include her. So, Morgan's apartment is more than a tour to me. It's kind of, that's where I gave birth to this fandom I call it, the crazy Walking Dead fandom we all love. And, I stepped back from it for a little while and I always loved it. I always loved it. Hey Jeff, if you're watching, if you want to be on the show right now, we'll call you up and you could help me out, man. I'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, man. I if you want to be on, that'd be awesome. I try to get a hold of you earlier, but yeah, through all this stuff, I started going out every day, doing my thing, and before I knew it, it just became a big ordeal. We were doing tours every day, and I actually was doing so many tours, I left my job just to do this for a living. So, I mean, it was a lot of fun. It really was.
Oh, some good news for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Casey showed up. Hey, what's going on, guys?
I'll be damn. Okay.
Casey's here. Hey, what's going on, Jimmy? Hey, guys. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, can you get a link out to Mr. Jeff Wagner there, buddy?
Yeah, hold on. I'll be back.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Y'all got any questions for me about the tours or anything I've been through? I've been to about every Walker Stalker there was. I've been to pretty much every convention there was in Atlanta from 2012, 13 to modern day. I went to all Days of the Dead, went out to pretty much everything. Yeah, that's fine, Jeff. Whatever you want to do, buddy. I'm kind of hanging by myself tonight. I felt like it is what it is. Just trying to wing it by myself tonight. I feel like I'm not drowning over here. My favorite convention was the very first Walker Stalker ever. I mean, back then the prices were right. I mean, you could do let's see, you could do Stephen Young for $40. You could do Andrew Lincoln for $50, and that's including, sometimes you're including your picture. So that was the coolest actual con I was ever at. The Days of the Dead's always been my favorite by far, because you have a littler, so little people coming through there, and you have bigger stars. Like you have stuff like, Days of the Dead. I mean, not Days of the Dead, but all the like Jason versus Freddy. You had Freddy there one year, Jason there. You had Jay Muse from Jay and Silent Bob. I mean, there's tons of people. My favorite character is actually the governor. The reason why is his father aspects of it. He was a good dad, kind of like Rick was. He just kind of expressed himself in a different way from Rick. The governor, he had to psych himself up to run his city and run his people the way he should have. At the same time, he just loved his daughter, and that's what pissed him off. And he was mad about Michonne. Michonne killed his little girl, and killing my kid, I'm gonna be coming after you too. So that's the way I kind of feel about the governor. Did he necessarily have to kill the whole city? No, but I think he did kind of lose his mind toward the end, just like Rick did, of course. Any more questions, guys? Anything at all tonight? I'm open for anything. Come on at me. I actually asked Norman, I actually included in my tour. I asked Norman, what was his inspiration when he cried over Merle when he died? And he always told me that, the reason why he was crying that night, and he actually kind of walks off and does his own thing because, sorry, I just had a phone call. Does his own thing, and he kind of got by himself. Hey, Mr. Jeff.
What's up?
Anyway, yeah. So Norman actually cried because his dad had passed away. So anytime you see Norman on the show, it's because his daddy had passed away, and that's what he's crying about.
Somebody's ringing.
Yeah, that's my son, even though I left him a message. Mr. Matt, can you get a hold of Austin for me, buddy? I appreciate it. All right, Mr. Jeff, I'm drowning over here. You want to rescue me a little bit?
I don't know if I can help you with that. I kind of like you drowning.
Oh, man. I'll be honest with you. Casey called me about, I guess, an hour before the show.
Yeah.
Said that he could not be on the show tonight. And all of a sudden, Baker mysteriously got on a conference call with Oscar and everybody. So that hung Jimmy out to dry at that point.
That's cool.
Yes. Yeah, that was great of him. I appreciate that. He's supposed to be coming on here. He keeps on saying he's sorry, but he's not on yet. So yeah.
Well, you got me for a few minutes, I guess.
Yeah, at least somebody's got you. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Good.
How's your week?
It was good. I mean, it was a short week, obviously, because of New Year. So I enjoyed a 3-day weekend.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I worked the whole damn time. I was doing tours. And
were y'all busy?
Saturday, yes. Saturday, we were actually extremely busy Saturday. We even had a tour. It was a mystery tour I didn't know we had. So
really?
Yeah, Michelle had the 3:30 tours, right?
Yeah, until they were like 3:30 to 5?
Yeah. So like mysteriously, I go home at 4 every day. So right at the time I was supposed to get off, this older gentleman come in. I guess he had bought one of Michelle's tours back in the day. And he's like, "It's my birthday. I need a tour." And I'm like, "Holy crap, I got to get off." And I was like, I looked at his ticket and I'm like, "Okay, man, let's roll." So I spent a lot of time hanging out with him and his wife, and we had a good time. And I just didn't get off and enjoyed their time with them, and I had a lot of fun with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was kind of exciting because, he was an older gentleman. I guess he was in his 70s, and you don't see that much out there. And it was just kind of fun to see him have fun with it. It really was. He was having a little Negan back going crazy, and it was a lot of fun. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. But I was actually, my whole thing was the other day when y'all were talking and, you had your lightsaber and Dustin had his almighty AR. Casey had his lightsaber. I was left out. So I went up there and I was like, I got to get me a weapon. What am I going to get?
What'd you get?
Started looking around and I found the perfect thing, man. Got the perfect weapon. So this thing right here is fucking awesome. I can kill everybody with this thing. Yep.
That's good. That's good shit right
there. But
that is the new ultimate weapon.
Yeah, I went and got me a Lucille, man. I was like,
hold on. Now that you say that, hold on. Let me bust out.
You got a Lucille too?
Oh yeah, it's got the old if I can get this in front of the camera, the old bullet casing thing right there.
Oh, I don't got the bullet casing. I don't have it. Yeah, I got the circle.
This one was made for me. Somebody made it.
Look.
Yeah, I had to give them an autograph for it, but yeah.
Well, you still kind of paid for it. It's okay though. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm not a big Lucille fan, but
it's okay. Miss Jamie gave it to me. Tour, so it's all good.
That's the one who owns Harrelson, right?
Oh yeah, Jamie owns.
I think I met her when I was working there a little bit with Michelle. So
yeah, if you want to come by anytime, man, Jamie's real cool. She's open to anybody, and she's kind of like my mom in a lot of ways,
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, she helps me out a lot. So I always say good things about Miss Jamie.
Yeah.
Miss Christie, if you want to, I can let you hold my twisted tea. That way you can have a weapon too. But I don't know, man. What did you enjoy when you worked over? I know you had worked over the ESCO females for a little while I was gone. What did you enjoy about it?
I think the thing I enjoyed was meeting everybody, like meeting new people, seeing where they came from. Like a lot of people, from out of town, from across the United States, or some people coming in from overseas. That was the coolest thing. It's like I met some of these people, and then like we still keep in touch to this day. I mean, that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So
I'll be honest with you, man. Since COVID hit, we don't have people from out of country. Generally, people come in from out of country during the winter, and we're just having locals come out now. And that's what I kind of miss, man. We were having people from Bangladesh and all this crazy stuff, and I kind of miss those people, man. I really do. It's like COVID changed everything, and when I came back, it's right before COVID hit. So I was used to the tour running wild, and now with COVID, it's not there. But whoever comes through, I feel like I got to give them the extra because they're coming out during the pandemic.
Yep.
So I mean, it is kind of cool. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many people I did tours with out there that didn't watch the show at all.
Yeah,
nothing about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that the other day with a guy's wife, man. They just kind of tag along. I think those are the funnest people ever, though, because I actually start fucking with them at that point. Because
yes,
you fuck with them hard because they have no idea what they're getting themselves into.
No, they have no idea.
So I immediately make them my focal point. Mm-hmm. Every joke that goes over on that tour from then on out is about them. and be honest with you, that's kind of what's fun to me, man. It's like they don't know what's about to fucking hit them because I can be hilarious at that point, as much as possible. So I think that's the fun part to me. What do you think, man?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was. So I think I might have only done one solo tour. The rest I did with Randy.
Yeah.
But we kind of like gave the look like to each other, and we're like, okay, it's time to it's time to fuck with these people. Yeah. So it's kind of how it went down. Basically, it was we not necessarily made them the focal point, but since they didn't know anything, they would believe anything. So
Well, we have this thing, you know. I don't know if y'all did the ugly Daryl cry face, but I've always done it. It's a thing where I get people cry like they're Daryl and take pictures of them. So like I will make that person do it. I will make that person do everything that I do, you know, to everybody else, including you.
Right.
I think y'all. I think the only thing y'all adopted off our tour was the Merle picture where you shot the gun out the window.
Yeah.
I think Reagan was the original one on that tour to do it. That's before me. So Reagan, I think, was about 13 or maybe even 12 when she started doing that tour, and she's the one that got people to start shooting out that window.
Yeah.
So that was all Reagan's doing. That's way before your time. I think that was like as season 3 was aired. So,
Oh yeah, I didn't do it until it was the start of season 9. That's whenever I was out there. But like I said, I wasn't out there that long, only because, you know, filming really for season 9 really like started for me. So it was, you know, I was working almost every day. So
yeah, I understand totally, man. I know Jose, you know, he started doing a lot of work out there too with the dead. So
yeah, I know he did some in like season 7, and then it was kind of, I think it was, he didn't do a whole lot, but then I think it was season 10. I seen him out there a lot more.
Yeah,
I don't know if I seen him too much during season 9, but I know season 10 I did. Like we worked together a good bit.
yeah, Jose is such a good guy, man. I love him how he walks around Sonoya and just kind of brings happiness to everybody. I know I send fans up there every weekend just to see Jose. I don't even tell them about half the stuff up there. I'm like, just go see Jose. It'll be all right.
Well, see, that's like I told you before. That was what I initially got hired there for. I wasn't hired to do the tour guide. I was hired to be the walker for a day, basically on Saturdays, because Jose was out with his back surgery at that time.
Oh, okay.
So, and I don't think Miss Terry was out too. So I don't think they really had somebody like consistently on the weekends, because that's what I put in for. And then that's whenever they asked me about being a tour guide.
Yeah, I really wasn't around, I want to say, when they were doing the walker for a day. I wouldn't have never done that. Like, that's not me. I would never put makeup on my body like that because I get itchy and I can't stand it at that point. And
I had my first, I was in for season 9. It was my first day on set for season 9 and that was my first day as a walker. This was Rick's last episode. I ended up in the emergency room the next morning, like in the middle of the night. It was like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was 118 degrees out that day with the heat index. Yeah. And I woke up, had to go pee. You know, this is probably TMI, but you know, I had to go pee, and I felt like I could see something like right here out of my eyes. So I kept looking down. I was like, what is on my face? And I'm like trying to wipe my face.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I peed, whatever. And I was like, something is on my face. So I turned the light on. It was my cheek. My whole face was swollen.
Damn.
It was from the material and the masks and then being in the heat.
So you had allergic reaction from it.
I did. So when I went to the emergency room, it was one of the Piedmont places right there in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And they told me that I had a allergic reaction to latex. And I'm like, well, I don't think I'm allergic to latex because nobody's ever truly allergic to latex. You're allergic to what's in the latex. You're not actually allergic to latex.
Yeah.
So they told me that the only other thing I could do was I had to quit the job. And I was like, well, that's not happening.
Yeah.
So what they did for me to keep the reactions down was every night before I went to bed and I was working the next day, I took a Benadryl.
So you would have to take Benadryl every day?
Yep. Before I went to bed at night, if I was working the next day, I had to take Benadryl.
The lotion or the pill?
It was the pill.
Damn, so you went 99 every night.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But I got to the point where I didn't want to do that because, you know, the next morning I wake up groggy, so I would only take half. And it would seem to work. Like my face would turn like red, but it wouldn't. Yeah. It would go away fairly quickly, and it never would swell up after that.
Huh. I know the only walker I knew that had a problem was Michael Jagers. I want to say the same episode where Eugene flipped the bus and it blew up in the fire.
Yeah,
he was one of the walkers out there that day, and I think he scratched his eye, like his actual pupil. And I remember he actually made a comment about that on Facebook, and it got him in some trouble. I remember that. I remember that, but that's the only other person I ever knew that, ever got really hurt besides that dude who got hit by the truck. Were you there the day that dude got hit by the deuce and a half?
No, set? I was. No? I don't think I was. No. What season was that in?
I want to say it was about season 5.
No, I wasn't there.
Yeah, season 5. We were out. I want to say we were stocking the set. This is down the street from back in the day on Chesilhurst. They let us stay at the church.
Yeah,
the church on Chesilhurst.
Yeah,
and we were sitting down there. I remember we seen this helicopter fly over, and he flew back, kind of similar when a guy got killed. The stuntman. So, that day it was kind of weird because everybody started getting off early. And we didn't know why. Of course, that dude got hit by the deuce and a half. He got his foot run over. He was a walker. The truck didn't stop, ran over his foot, and that's what happened with it. Now, the guy that passed away, they had 2 sets that day. They had Alpha and Beta, like normal.
Yep.
And they had one in downtown Sonoma, and they had one at the studio. The one in the studios where that dude fell off there. Were you there for that at all?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Are you talking about you talking about the John, whatever his name was? Yeah. No, I wasn't there that day.
Well, as I understand it, the guy that plays Jesus, he was supposed to fall or something, and the stuntman fell and missed the actual balloon he was supposed to fall on or something like that. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, man. But
I heard some different things, but I can't say anything. I don't want to speculate anything.
I wasn't there, so I speculate to death. You're good. And all I know is, it is what it is. But I know that there's a lot of settlements. How do you think Walking Dead is going to be able to sustain all those settlements? You got Kirkman suing. You had Darabont still suing. You got that guy's family suing, and you got all this other stuff going on.
I don't know. I honestly, I haven't heard too much about that. I mean, I heard about it initially in the beginning, like when all that first started, but I haven't really paid attention to it. The only thing that I've really paid attention to is where they were talking about people being compensated for being on the Talking Dead for In the Memoriam. Because a lot of us walkers that are, if we're dying, we're getting killed on set. Like we're doing our own stunts, basically. I wouldn't consider it like true stunts, but I mean, you're falling, whatever. So I guess they're trying to figure out who those people are that were on there for the Talking Dead so that they could be compensated as if they were like stunties, I guess, aka SAG, whatever. They're going to try to get them compensated for it. But
now you say that that's interesting. Let me add to that. Okay. Back in the day, there was a walker. I'm not saying the name of it, but there was a toy made of this walker. And he was not a stuntman. He was just a regular walker. And he was saying he was trying to get money off that toy. AMC totally blocked it and everything. So you're telling me if he was a stuntman, he could have got paid off that?
I don't know about the toys. So I know when I did when the Whisperers first started, I did the first Whisperer promo shoot. I think they picked like 6 of us Whisperers, and I think there was 3 Hero Walkers or something like that. You signed, some NDAs. You signed paperwork that you weren't going to get any residuals off of that. Yeah, so I don't know if normally if they're going to do a toy, like I seen where one of the walkers was taken aside and they scanned them, and I think it's for action figures. Yeah. But like I said, I know we signed stuff saying that we couldn't collect anything off of it, and if we talked about certain things or whatever that they can fine you, obviously, up to like X amount of dollars. So
this walker in general was one of the very first toys ever made, and I don't know if he did or not, but there was a big argument with it, and this walker has nothing else to do with AMC. They pretty banished him basically.
Yeah, probably because he went after it trying to get residuals when he probably I don't know. I'm just saying, maybe he signed something saying that you weren't going to get anything, any kind of residuals or royalties or anything, whatever the case might have been. And, he probably tried to go after them, and they were probably like, nope.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I just kind of wanted to get your input. If you're a stuntman, can you still get money off the top of that?
I don't think so. I don't think that you could get any residual. I think they, you sign all kinds of stuff because AMC owns the rights to all that. So I don't know how that works as far as being a stunt person. I mean, I've known people who have been upgraded to stunties for walkers like that night or whatever. Yeah. They're compensated more than us, other walkers are or anything like that, because they'll bring a lot of stunts in for certain things if they're working heavily with like close-up scenes, like fight scenes or something with the main actors, and they bring the stunt guys in.
Okay, I got you.
So I mean, I had my mask for season 10 that I used consistently. The eye holes weren't very open, so you couldn't really see, which I enjoyed because you can get in front of the camera more because they can't see your face. So stunts end up getting a hold of that mask because they liked it, but then they end up cutting the eye holes open. So I had to get a new mask because I was like, this isn't going to work for me. You can completely see my eyeballs.
Did you see what Baker just put in the thing? He said he's coming. We'll believe it when we see it, Baker. Believe when we see it. No, but through the years, man, I've known a lot of y'all, and I never understood why they would do that. I know on the tap half of this, it's their product, yes, but it's your body.
Correct.
I never understood why they do that, because they scan this guy too. I'm not going to ever say his name. Miss Barker wants to know how much do they pay a good walker?
I can't really talk about pay. It's decent. I mean, it's decent, I guess you could say. I mean, if you're working a full day, I mean, obviously you're going to get paid for 8 hours no matter what. Even if you only work 4 hours or 2 hours, they still compensate you for 8. But anything over 8 was usually, overtime. So depending on the rates, what you were getting paid, I can't comment on any pay.
I understand. Don't worry about it. If you can't say anything, I don't want you to be blackballed, so it's fine. I can say this. When I worked on the set of what was it? I think it was Bowden with the Usher. Remember the Usher movie?
Yeah.
I worked on the set of that. I was out there for 2 days. I got was it $90 a day plus overtime, I want to say.
Yeah. That's what I got. Some sets work it to where you got to work 10 hours to get overtime. The Walking Dead does 8 hours for overtime. So
and to be honest with you, that's the reason I don't do movies anymore. I would never go back on another one. They had us out there, man. It was, I want to say 12 degrees. And no shit. It was in the middle of winter, and they wanted to act like it was in the middle of summer. And they had us in tank tops and just all these rebel flags, which made the South look like total douchebags. And the way they had it set up, and I'm like, this is really what they think about us. And it kind of set up realization. I mean, I got to work with remember the mom that was in Breaking Bad, Jesse Pinkman's mother?
Mm-hmm.
I got to work with her. She actually was right next side me in the infield.
Okay.
Raceway. A couple other guys. I remember. I can't remember. I don't think Usher was there that night, but it was really cool. I mean, we got to sit there and cheer and everything in the infield. They did keep heaters by us, I can say that, but it was still cold, man. It was. They had us pizza all night long. It was just too damn cold for me. And at that time, I was like, you know what? I'm good. I won't do this no more. It's like I'm not built for this.
I think my coldest day was like 20 degrees, and it was in November. It was the season 8 finale for The Walking Dead, and I had no jacket, but I had to be there at the butt crack of dawn because they wanted us to get going. Of course, because it got dark early, so they wanted you going first light. Yeah. And I'm laying in the grass at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, and it's 20 degrees outside. So, and then they were dumping blood all over me. So, and that made it even colder. But I have to say, in between takes, Andy would come up to us because there was only like 5 or 6 of us on the ground that were playing dead, obviously. And he was asking us if we were okay, and that they were actually all dumping like hand warmers on us and then stuffing them in our pockets for us.
That's one thing I can say about Andy, man. I don't know if you ever heard the story about me and Andy, but that dude's fucking awesome. Like,
no, he's great. He's great.
He legitimately cares about everybody.
He does.
I remember the first Walker Stalker I was at, I got cussed out more times than anything because they shut the line down.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy had seen me around for a long time. And he's like, look, man, he's like, I know you want some autographs. He's like, just go get whatever you want and I'll sign it. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. So that's how I went out there and got him a whole bunch of comic books and just, I got him to sign it. And I passed them out. Like, I didn't keep them. I kept like one thing, but I passed everything out. I think the comic books were $1 a piece. I think I bought 20 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I had just had him sign 20 of them. And then I went out in the crowd and started giving them away.
That's cool.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, this was my biggest complaint about, I guess, Walker Stalker. It doesn't exist anymore. But my biggest complaint about Walker Stalker is you couldn't get Andy unless you paid some major freaking money.
How I got him was I got the gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You had to pay some money.
And at that time, the gold was $800 and some odd.
Yeah. And I mean, that was my thing. And a lot of people, especially my friends, couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
At that time they couldn't. So I went out and I found certain people and I just started handing them comic books. And, Casey was one of, my co-host Casey, I gave him one.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he let me stay the weekend in his hotel room. But, it was a lot of fun because those people never got to get Andy. And when I handed them those comic books, they were like, holy crap, man, this is awesome. I'm like, yeah, just there you go. It's like, this is what it is. And I just had a lot of fun because, hell, I had one girl crying on me. I was like, it's just an autograph. She goes, yeah, but it's of Andy. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm glad I made that happen for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I just, Andy was such a good guy, man. I really miss him around here. I mean, he made the community a lot better.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I love Andy.
Yeah, of course, Norman's always being Norman, just quiet and doing his thing.
He ain't quiet on set.
Well, I imagine he's quiet towards us, though. But my question to you is that Marilyn Manson photo with Norman. How'd that happen?
So Brandon Hardison actually messaged me that day and was like, "Yo, Marilyn Manson just showed up at Hilltop." I was like, no fucking way, whatever. I was like, I don't fucking believe you. It's like, whatever. Just jokingly, kind of blew him off. Well, I headed into town, was going to go eat, and I had some friends that were previously at Walker Stalker Orlando, Karen and Tim Shepard. I think that's what their name. I think that's the last name, but I know it's Karen and Tim. And they were in town. They were going back home. So they had stopped in, and I was like, oh, you know what, we'll stop by, whatever, we'll hang out, we'll eat, whatever, So driving in, the gas station that's on 85 as you're coming in near, where's that? It's before you get to, is that Joel Cowan Parkway? I can't remember the name, but there's a gas station on the corner, and I saw a black Cadillac SUV. So I was like, you can kind of pick those out. That's usually a celebrity in those dark tinted windows. And I was like, maybe that's Marilyn Manson. I don't know. Whatever. Kept on, went on about my business, pulled into town, whatever, parked, went inside, and, was sitting there eating, and Tim and Karen had left, and then I saw the Cadillac pull up.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw the Cadillac pull up, I was like, that's fucking Marilyn Manson. That's Marilyn Manson. Right up to the front door. He's tall. He gets out. I see top of his head. I said, that's fucking Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
So I text Karen and Tim. I was like, yo, get your ass back here because who else is going to show up? Well, of course, Norman pulls up and he parks right out front. Obviously. So he walks. Marilyn Manson walks in the front door. Then Norman does. Greg comes in the back. They're all sitting at a table behind us. So I was like, all right, whatever. So, we're eating, we're kind of staring, we don't want to go up to them and, ask them for a picture. Obviously, if they're eating, that's just rude. So we were going to wait till they were done. So no, actually, you know what? Norman parked out back. That's right. He came in the back. Greg came in the front. Marilyn Manson came in the front. I knew that they were done eating because he told somebody that was with him to go pull his car around front. Norman did. So as soon as I saw the car pull around front, I was like, all right, this is a perfect opportunity. So Kelsey was with me. So she was like, go ask her for a picture, because they were out. Actually, Marilyn, Norman, and Greg all walked out up towards the front of the restaurant where all like the merchandise is, the hoodies and stuff.
Yeah.
And the shirts and all that. Well, Greg walked outside, but it was Norman and Marilyn inside. And, Norman was telling Marilyn to pick some stuff out that he wanted. So Kelsey was like, go ask him for a picture. I was like, oh man, I can't do that. Like, I was working on set with these guys. She's like, and I was like, you better go do it now, because they're going to walk out the door. As soon as she gets up, she walks over there and she starts talking to Norman. And Norman said, all right, let's hurry up, because I don't want, everybody in the restaurant to be taking pictures. She's like, we'll just do this one, and then we're good. We're cool. And I was like, all right. So I walk over there, whatever. And Norman takes her phone and goes to take the picture. And he says, hold up, Marilyn, come over here. Marilyn jumped in. He put the hoodie on and did this whole little thing that he did with his damn hands or whatever to his face. So he wasn't even going to be in the picture, because we didn't initially ask for Marilyn to be in the picture, but Norman pulled him into the photo. That's how we got that photo.
Man. That was a really cool picture. Yeah. I remember, was it? No. It was Slash from Guns N' Roses. He come through Sonoya one time, and he actually went through a Woodbury shop. And I think Jack Kidd was in there, and he got a photo with him too. Of course, I don't want to get in my whole spiel about Slash. Me and him didn't get along when I actually met him. Slash was kind of a douchebag to me, and I'm not talking about a little bit of one. He was pretty bad.
Right.
But I'm glad Marilyn Manson was good to you, man. That's a good story. It really is.
They were both. Norman was really cool about it. You could tell he was he didn't want everybody in the restaurant trying to bombard them with photos. So he was like, as soon as we take this photo, like, we're out the door. Like, he was like, we'll just do this one. He's like, obviously, because he had been at work all day. I understand.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. What's the biggest celebrity photo you ever got? Was that
for me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. As far as probably a combo, it's probably those two.
Those two
together. Who
was the biggest celebrity you ever
got? You would ask me that.
I'm sorry.
Ryan Hurst was, obviously I guess he's a big time celebrity. Of course, Andy. Everybody. I have Andy. A photo with Andy.
Well, to me, Ryan's really big, man. You can't really beat Ryan.
No.
Yeah, you can't beat Ryan. I think Ryan was a good guy. I only met him once. That was Atlanta Comic-Con like a couple years ago. I think me, Oscar, and Dustin was there. Got to meet
Atlanta Comic-Con?
Yes, Atlanta Comic-Con.
I worked one of those, so I don't know. You know what? I actually met I didn't get a photo with him, but I met Ray Park, the guy, Darth Maul.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I also got a photo with Leah Thompson, though.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is Mr. Baker joining us right now? Is that what's going on?
That's what it said.
Okay. Well, hurry up, Baker. Get on in here.
Yeah, I gotta get off here in a few minutes. I gotta get ready for bed. I gotta be up at 4:45 for work.
We're getting past Jeff's bedtime, Baker. Come on in here.
Hurry up, buddy. 4:45 comes early. I live an hour away from work, so.
Anybody see or hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
We're getting there. We got Mr. Kevin working on it. Andy's really cool. McVitorious. He really is. He's an awesome guy. Back in the day, we could actually meet Andy, and he was really approachable. But as filming progressed, it got a little weird, and that stopped happening.
Yeah.
Kevin, Mr. Baker on quite yet? I see a blue screen, buddy.
He has to turn his camera on.
Okay. Anyway, we can keep talking. Mr. Baker, how's your night? Everybody can still hear you, buddy.
It is going amazing. Gentlemen, how about you guys? And I'm so sorry that I'm late to the party. But I'm glad to see Mr. Jeff on. And how anytime you get a legend.
Whatever.
Mr. Jeff, you are a legend, buddy.
No, I'm just here. I just do my thing.
I'm sorry, we're having complications. We got a music video playing in the background, however.
That is not.
Who the heck is listening to that?
I have no idea what's going on right now. Anyway, Mr. Baker, can you see me on the screen?
I can see you, gentlemen. Absolutely.
I showed Mr. Wagner. He was pretty impressed. I went out and bought me a weapon.
Both your weapons.
It is the most epic weapon ever.
I just want you to know that I actually went to Academy and I asked the guy, I was like, what's the best thing I could buy? And he showed me this. He said, this will take out anything. It will take out a deer 100 miles away, and it'll also take out that dude next to you pissing you off. So this is what he gave me, okay? You ready?
All right, be careful now. Watch out. Watch out.
That's it right there. Listen.
Yeah.
There is actually a guy that has made a holster for those.
Seriously.
And he's a little local guy here, and he made. And I didn't have no clue what they were talking about, but that is a pretty epic thing. So I'm just impressed you bought alcohol in general. That's a positive.
Hey, to be honest with you, the thing was tonight. I don't drink, right?
Me neither. Not anymore, anyway.
So the big thing was, if you got on tonight, I was going to drink, but you fucking didn't show up till late, so I ain't drinking that shit.
Well, still, I think it's the new webcam that's not picking up.
It's okay. It's okay. I kind of felt like it was on your side, but I know it is now.
Everybody.
Dustin is very, very much kind of don't know how to run shit on a computer. We're getting him there, though. We're getting him there.
I can see me.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, finally.
But the new webcam will not work. That's weird.
So, all honesty, Baker, look here. I did get a weapon.
Oh, he did.
Oh, there you go.
Got Miss Lucille.
All right. You know what? All right. I'm going to bust out the Cadillac of lightsabers, okay?
Oh, dear God. Here we go.
I'm just going to show you the hilt. I don't have the blade attached to it. Here you go.
No clue how much the lightsabers cost. I really do want one.
This is Mace Windu's. It's gold, man. It's the Cadillac of all lightsabers, buddy.
How much was that thing?
$200.
That's a lot of money, dude.
Can you imagine?
But I mean, that's what you're into. I can't blame you, man.
Well, let's put it this way: when I went to Disney, I came home at 4. So, and my Kylo Ren one was almost 300.
That's like
yeah. You got the main blade, then you got the 2 blades that come out the side. So,
if you imagine somebody breaking into you, whipping their ass with a lightsaber.
Dude, I would. You know what? I'd give it a damn good try.
Exactly. I mean, it would be like I almost want to come break in on you just so you can.
No, I don't. See, I don't want to do that to you. I like you. So.
Well, let you know he's still coming to get your shit. You told him he was there.
Well, that's all right because I'm gonna come out double fisting with him, bro. One in each hand. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Just to get the police report to hang it on your wall that says a lightsaber.
I want to know something, Baker, and everybody's wanting to know this. What was so important on this call you were on tonight? Did you miss almost 3/4 of the show?
His OnlyFans account.
That's what it was. He done brought out the little pecker and tried to hurt somebody with it.
I tried to go live from the shower. I have shorted out the webcam. I mean, the mic's messed up.
Well, you shouldn't be taking that into the damn shower when you're trying to do your OnlyFans, bro. You handle that shit out the shower.
The oversized magnifying glass, all that shit.
My head and shoulder, and that didn't work out too well. I'm still lost.
Oh man.
Well, we're gonna have to make this up to everybody, okay? We're gonna have to have an extra show this week. I gotta get with Kevin, see what day we can do it. Make it up to everybody. If that's okay with you, Mr. Baker.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Because Jeff kind of saved me. It was kind of going bad.
I don't think it was going bad. You had it handled.
I tried, but we'll see.
This buddy, listen, you anybody that can walk around Sonoy and just do the show live. Got it.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm pretty good off the whim, but I do find myself on here on the spot a little more, and it kind of gets to me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You talk yourself. Just pretend that you're doing that. People like you do me.
Matt Storm said I locked my kid out of the house when I did the podcast. I think that was Sean. It wasn't me, but I appreciate you letting him in.
Matt's next door. I mean, he technically has been a fill-in co-host. He wants to give everybody shit for forgetting, prizes and stuff they give away. But he's next door. You could have came over and saved it.
Oh, I do got something to say though. Okay, the lady that won this this magazine, never claimed it.
I think I'm in that magazine, by the way.
You are? Which page?
Is that the one where it has the Negan killing Simon scene in it?
I have no idea. I've never looked in it because this is brand new and never been open.
If it's that one, I'm in that. I'm in the sanctuary in that circle.
So what you're telling me is,
if that's the magazine, I'm not sure.
If what you're telling me though, whoever wins this can very well get a Jeff Wagner autograph in it.
That's right.
That's correct. What year is that magazine from? What's the date on
that? Hold on.
I've got a copy too now.
Hell, I don't even know. I don't see
I got that magazine. I thought I did not, but I did.
It has to be. All right, this magazine came out right before I left the shop.
Mm-hmm.
So this is right at the same time. It had to be season.
Is it 8?
No, it had to be season 7 or 8.
Was it?
Right as Negan come in.
Negan came in season 7, right? Yeah.
He does have Negan in here. I'm just not seeing that picture. There's so many damn pictures in here.
It's the one where he's got Simon on the ground. Like he just was, I guess, I don't know. It's the beginning of the fight scene or whatever.
I'm going to have to go through it. And we'll talk about it next week because I'm not raffling it off this week. We're going to raffle it off next week. And whenever you come down, you can make up whatever you got to make up to Mr. Storm next door. So there you go.
He's his prize. He went from like the top tier of the carnival prizes down to like.
Was he get a mood ring or whatever?
If that.
He's gonna get a mood ring. I'm gonna have to hook Matt up with something because Matt's always backing us, man. He's always there for us. Well, there for me anyway. We left Jeff there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. You went down for a second. But
COVID again.
You can't hate on my boy Matt, man. You can't hate on my boy.
Hate on you, boy. I'm just saying, I got to divert attention.
Divert attention.
Somebody else for what I did.
Blame somebody else for you missing 3/4 of the show. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna get hate Dustin mail now.
No, probably.
I don't believe that. I actually had somebody message me and said, "Do you really have an OnlyFans?" I'm like, "Have you looked at me on the webcam lately? Do you think anybody would pay to see that?"
I beg to differ, Baker.
We're gonna get people believing this.
Yeah, you're a sexy man. He does have an OnlyFans. It's called Tic Tac. You just got to look it up.
Dude, I think we can make some serious money off of this, Dustin.
Yeah, shake your money, Baker.
What are we waiting on? You know what? I'll set it up for you.
You know what? He needs to wear those underwear. It's got little a bow tie on the front. Mm-hmm. There you go.
The bow tie would cover everything.
No, you know what?
You don't have to have anything else, just a bow tie.
You don't even have to have that on. Nothing on but the radio.
You still wouldn't see anything.
Still, were you saying the bow tie will overshadow you, Mr. Winkle?
It would be. It's like a film out.
All right, you guys. We're gonna have to make this podcast rated X for pornographic material.
There ain't no pornographic material. He's too scared to whip it out.
I'm gonna market this thing. We're gonna make some money. All right.
We could make little cozies that say "Shake Your Money Maker" on it. Have Dustin doing the twerking. I can see it. We can mass market it.
You've been trying to make me a damn bear.
Stand up, Dustin. Stand up in front of the camera right now. Let's see a little twerk action. Right now.
Let's
see a move.
I got on gray sweatpants. That's a TikTok.
That's all right. That's all right. It's okay. Let's just see it. Let's see it happen.
My legs are too tight. I love you next time.
See, Baker's modest, y'all. He don't want to scare them. That's what it is.
A Pringles can. I'm gonna get a Pringles can and a tube sock, and I'll shake.
A Pringles can.
Yeah, because that's what happened to Jeff. See, Jeff didn't tell you this story. So, the problem here is Jeff wants me to get up here and do this shit, but not everybody has the luxury that Jeff Wagner has. Because what happened was he and I were leaving Walmart down in Noonan. You know how like the undercover security people come rushing at you when you're shoplifting. They come rushing at me and Jeff, right? They grab Jeff. They're like, "Hey, you're shoplifting." Jeff's like, "No, I'm not." They're like, "Yeah, man, you got a can of Pringles down your pants." And boy, were they ever surprised.
Was it the half? Was it the half a can or was it a full can?
They thought he had a damn full can, but it wasn't any can. It was just Jeff.
Damn, Jeff, I'm impressed, man. Yeah. Did he freeze up on us, Jeff? Are you there?
Jeff, I think Jeff moneymaker. See, see exactly. It got excited while I was talking about it and knocked his webcam off.
Jeff, you there? Did we lose Jeff and his Pringles can?
His Pringles can literally took out the power grid. The grid.
Damn. His Pringle can just fried his damn stuff. Look at it, he's frozen.
The Sunbit, look, listen, it took over the keyboard, the webcam, and knocked out the power grid. I mean, hey.
Hey, is this show supposed to be about The Walking Dead again? I forgot.
I came into whatever you all were talking about.
We had a good conversation on Marilyn Manson, and all of a sudden he went to this.
And close this. I'm like the Craig Kimbrell or whoever. I'm on John Smoltz back in the day. I'm gonna come in and watch this. So talking about rated R plus whatever because of this, The Walking Dead. Biggest news is like it's going to get like a rated R plus rating for the movies.
So so what you're saying is we can see a little Michonne Rick action going on in the movie.
I mean, you know, you never know. I mean, it would definitely, the damn podcast here would fit into it real nice.
Oh, it would. I'm telling you. But the thing is, you got to show up for it. That's the problem.
I was calling. I was with you in spirit. You know, we did have some pretty big, seriously though, guys, awesome news with the camp, the event that's coming up here in May. It's going to be, if they are trying really hard, like I said, a great team of people. They are trying really hard. If they can pull off what they're trying to, with all the limitations of COVID and everything, if they can get this pulled off, even if they pull off a half of it, a third of it, it's going to be awesome. But they've got some really good ideals and really good things for you guys. So,
well, we need some announcements, man. We lost Jeff, by the way. His Pringle can knocked him off the internet. But we need some announcements. When are you going to start making announcements?
They are right now. Of course, you've got Cooper. They just now announced the venue. It's going to be the completely remodeled. What was referred to is the convention, the Peachtree Convention Center, but now it's going to be the Hilton Peachtree Convention Center. We're going to be the first event that is there at the newly remodeled facilities. And I took an aerial view, 3D view tonight. It's really, really nice. We've got a special rate for rooms, but they were basically kind of locking all that down, and they're now trimming down their list to see what they can fit into the venue and how they can fit it. And now they're going out to reach out to everybody. And there's, like I said, I don't know, I can't, fulfill the master list that I have there, but if everybody that can come, depending on COVID and what they have, it's going to be a great show. I mean, what they've already got, it is great. But
so no guest announcements tonight, right? We can hear you, Kevin. We hear you, buddy. Okay, go ahead, Dustin. I'm sorry.
I don't have. I will do this. I will see if I can get you a special guest announcement next week.
I'll tell you what. We see if you can get Oscar himself to come on here and make a guest announcement. That would be awesome.
I will. I'm begging. Oscar, of course, he's busy, but we actually talked tonight, and he was like, "Man, I am so sorry I've not been on the show. Tell everybody I love them." I'm like, "Man, we really, really like to have you on here." So I will work on that.
Yes. It's all good, man. We work together, we grow together, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. But Mr. Matt, I might bring you on the show one night and let me my sidekick buddy just sit up here with me. Just let Dustin know ahead of time.
Do what now?
I said I might bring Matt up here and be my sidekick one night.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. If my schedule works out, it might be all three of us on one webcam.
Well, you know what? You got to get your ass down here. You promised shit you didn't come through with.
There haven't been that much action on one camera since Denise Richards and Wild Things.
Jeff Wagner said he got disconnected. We understand you're praying with can not to clean off the internet. Exactly. Next time, not put it so close to the damn modem. It won't get knocked off. When you start swinging that thing, you turn back and forth, you knocking stuff off. That's when you get to have problems. Mr. Baker, you fall asleep on me?
No, I'm texting you, boy. I'm texting you, boy. You told me
it's all. I didn't mean right now during the show, boss. So, anything you want to say before we got to go? I know you're only here for a little while, but I got to.
Well, no, not really. Just sorry, guys. I apologize. I look forward to this every week. I've been upgrading equipment and apparently can't use it, as we just learned when I come on. But I'm
just remember, every week's learning experience. Mm-hmm. I've been doing this, I think, 6 months longer than you. And I didn't learn from this show. I learned from another one. So, I mean, any help you need, I can help you. That's why we do the 30 minutes ahead of time to get on to test everything. You just got to show up for that. And honestly, I'm not mad at you at all. I think you needed to do this tonight, and I think it's for the camp. So anything for the camp, we're backing up. So,
and I misinformed you because I was like, well, it's going to be probably, X amount of time. But when they started unveiling stuff, I was like, wow. It just kept going and going. But no, just, love you guys. I hope you all had a great new year. Ending last year with us and taking us into this new year. All the time that you give us. Like I said, only news really this week was about the rating for the movie, which that's pretty intense. That tells me they got a lot of good writing, hopefully coming up, a lot of good things they want to do with it. Really outside of that, I don't have much more. I'm just excited about the camp and excited about what I've learned, and it's going to give everybody a lot of fun possibilities if it all works out.
By the way, Christy, remember you said you needed a weapon? This is yours. You can have it anytime.
It's kind of like, well, that's about the size of what they thought Jeff had, but yeah, close enough.
I got you. We're going to have another show. I want to think about probably Thursday night, I'm hoping. If Kevin's cool with it, we'll talk to Kevin, kind of collab with him. I will make a post on the show. Mr. Casey could not be with us again tonight because he has some family issues going on. I love you all. Let me go over some of the people that kind of hook us up with some stuff. The camp, of course, start paying attention to camp. They're going to start making a lot of news here lately, a bunch of celebrity stuff. Abraham's Army won our shirts. Abraham's Army will get you some Dead True Podcast shirts. I think we're going to even have tank tops. Of course, the Walking Dead Harrelson, the Water Tower Tour, AutoWrapsPlus.com. You need some stickers. They will hook you up, no matter if it's our stickers or anybody else. Mr. Baker, they might actually get a sticker to remind you what time the show is. Just messing with you a little bit.
I need 3 of those.
Need 3?
Yep, 3, 1 for each wall.
We'll work that out. All right, everybody. Until next time, we love you. See you.
See you
guys. Good night. That was the most hectic fucking show I've ever had. It started off so fucking shitty.